kind of gets a hold.
Hey guys, Dobby back at you. Another story for you. It was a frigid January night in a small rural department in the Midwest, around 3:17 a.m. The hour when even the drunks have passed out and the roads are empty except for the occasional semi. Officer Daniels, not his real name, was working a solo graveyard shift, patrolling the backcountry roads that wind through old farms and dense woods. The county was quiet that night. No domestics, no accidents, just the low hum of the cruiser's heater and the occasional crackle of dispatch checking in. Around 3:30, dispatch put out a welfare check. An elderly woman named Mrs. Harlan had called 911 from her isolated farmhouse off County Road 12. She sounded panicked. Someone saying someone was in her house, whispering her name from the hallway. But when she checked, no one was there. She hung up mid-sentence. Daniels knew the place, widow in her 80s, lived alone since her husband died years back. House sat at the end of a long gravel drive, surrounded by cornfields that were harvested and barren this time of year. He pulled up slowly, lights off, to not spook anyone. The house was dark except for a single bulb burning on the front porch. No cars in the drive besides her old Buick. He knocked, announced herself. No answer. Door was unlocked. He pushed it open, hand on his holster. Inside smelled like old wood and something metallic. He called out again. Silence. Flashlight beam swept the living room. Furniture neat, TV off, but a landline receiver dangling off the hook in the kitchen. He followed the hallway toward the bedrooms. That's when he heard it. Soft footsteps upstairs, slow and deliberate, like someone in slippers pacing. He froze. The house was supposed to be a single story. He'd been here before for check-ins. No upstairs, just an attic access in the ceiling of the master bedroom. He radioed dispatch quietly. Possible intruder. One occupant reported. Checking now. Backup was 20 minutes out. Nearest unit was on another call. He moved to the master. The attic pulled down was lowered. Stairs extended. Fresh scuff marks on the floorboards leading right to it, like someone had dragged themselves up recently. And the smell, stronger now, coppery, like blood. Daniels drew his weapon, ascended slowly. The attic was unfinished, low ceiling, insulation exposed. His light caught dust motes floating. Then he saw her, Mrs. Harlan, curled in the far corner on old blankets. Eyes wide open, but glassy. She wasn't breathing. Ligature marks around her neck, fresh. But the footsteps, he'd heard them after entering the house. As he knelt to check for a pulse, none. The attic floor creaked behind him. He spun, nothing. Just shadows. Then the whispering started, low, raspy, right at ear level. His name, not shouted, murmured, intimate, like someone leaning close. Daniels. Daniels. He backed down the stairs fast, heart hammering. Called for backup again, voice steady but urgent. While waiting outside by the cruiser, lights flashing now, he swept the yard with his spotlight. Nothing. Coroner ruled it a suicide. Old woman, lonely, used a belt. No signs of a struggle, no forced entry. but the 911 caller showed her voice calm at first, then terrified. "He's here. He's saying my name. Please hurry." And the recording picked up background noise, faint breathing that wasn't hers. Daniels requested the audio later. In the quiet parts after she hung up, you could hear it, footsteps crossing the floor upstairs, where there was no upstairs, and just before the line went dead, a whisper that Tex couldn't explain. "She's mine now." He still patrols those rows, saying on slow nights when the radio's quiet, he sometimes hears his name again, soft, from the back seat of the cruiser. Always checks the mirror, always empty. But he swears the voice is patient, waiting for the next graveyard shift when he's alone again. Stay safe out there after dark. Hope you like listening to these. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you in the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.